their children. In the last part, you see how Prophet Ibrahim salam prohibited the people from worshipping the idols and how the people reacting for his act of breaking the idol by throwing him into the fire. Additionally, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him from the fire. The next day, the people arrested Prophet Ibrahim salam and decided to take him to see the king Nimrod. Nimrod was very angry with Prophet Abraham and wanted to know why he smashed all their idols. Who is your God? He asked Prophet Abraham. He is Allah, the one and only God who gives life and death, said Prophet Abraham. I can give life and death, said Nimrod. He ordered his guards to bring two slaves and ordered them to be killed. The guards killed one of the slaves. Then Nimrod said, I have excused the second slave, let him go. The slave was set free. See, I can also give life and death, he said to Prophet Abraham. Prophet Abraham replied, Allah makes the sunrises from the east. Can you make the sunrises from the west? Of course, Nimrod could not do this. No one has the power to do that except Allah alone. But instead of believing in Prophet Abraham and submitting to Allah, he became even more angry and arrogant. Only one man and one woman of his people shared his belief in Allah. The woman named was Sarah and the man named was Lut, who later became a prophet. Abraham knew that nobody else would listen to him, so he decided to migrate so that he could spread Allah's message somewhere else. But before leaving Babylon, Abraham asked his father to submit to Allah once more. But his father refused and continued to worship statues and idols. Abraham, Sarah, and Lot began their long journey. They went from Babylon to Syria and then Palestine by riding their camels. Their journey was very long, hot, and tiring, but they knew that Allah would reward them for it. On the way, they helped a lot of poor people by giving them food and advice. Soon after that, Abraham married Sarah because he was a good believer, so they could have children who would spread the message of Allah after their death. One day, Abraham and his wife were passing by the territory of a tyrant king. Someone said to the tyrant king, this man Abraham is accompanied by a very charming lady. So king sent for Abraham and asked him about Sarah, saying, who is this lady? Abraham replied, she is my sister. Abraham went to Sarah and said, O Sarah, there are no believers on the surface of earth except us. So, dear king asked me about you and I have told him that you are my sister. Don't tell him otherwise. The king then called for Sarah, and when she went to him, he tried to take hold of her with his hands. But his hand became stiff, and he could not move it. He asked Sarah, pray to Allah for me and I shall not harm you. So Sarah asked Allah to cure him, and he was cured. He tried to take hold of her for a second time, but again his hand became stiff. He again asked Sarah, pray to Allah for me and I shall not harm you. Sarah prayed Allah and Allah cured him. He then called the guard who had brought her and said, "You have not brought me a human being, but have brought me a devil." The tyrant king then gave Sarah Hajra as a maidservant for Abraham. Sarah came back to Abraham while he was praying. Abraham asked, "What has happened?" She replied, "Allah has spoiled the evil plot of that tyrant king and gave me Hajra as a maid." Hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss out more stories like this.